put it right. I'll be back like another van. Ultra, ultra, ultra fast. I ain't with the bugger dash. Running back, the running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Running back, watch your back. You think?
It's the NFL. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and 5. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Play action. It's Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Smith. He completes this to Walker. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Robert Quinn in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Short one here, caught by McBride. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain. To the defense, they played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to those former level.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's a give to Spears. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Right back to Spears. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Dalton's throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Dalton's throw complete to McBride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 3rd down, here's Spears. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tajay Spears with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Geno now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. B.J. Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And complete to Smith and Jigba. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. Down the sideline he goes. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Spears is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Brought down by Jalen Thompson. Now a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Out of the gun, Smith. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Jalen Thompson on the coverage.
Throwing is Smith. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Now, a quick throw there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To the air again, Smith. That is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Hand off to Spears. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Hands to the up man. This is Watt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Spears on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And quickly they get to the line. And now a run with Spears. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
The Spears with another carry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And now to the air, Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing now is Geno. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get footy, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Andy Dalton. He has Hyatt over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Dalton, 1st and 10. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to add on to that lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard
Now
line.
Smith. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing on second and long. Smith
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Carlos Watkins with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. In motion right, that's Hyatt. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Jalen Hyatt with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 24. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
At the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
Dances by at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running game working, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, in command. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now Geno on first down. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Here's Smith. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Robinson.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Prater to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf.
But not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Smith. And this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's good for another Seahawks. First and 10.
To throw is Smith. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.